after he signed a one-year contract with the Red Wings. As a reminder, please use the chat function if you'd like to ask a question. And we're going to go ahead and get started once we get a couple questions in the chat. Our first question is from Helene St. James with the Detroit Free Press.
Hi, Jon. Just talk a little bit about what does it mean to you to be coming back to Michigan and the kind of memories you have here?
Yeah, it's an honor to play for the Red Wings. You know, as a kid growing up in Michigan, living through the 90s, winning cups, and I was just such a diehard Wings fan as a kid, and playing for Little Caesars as a youth hockey player, going down to Joe Louis Arena and for practices and things like that. Like I said, it's
Sorry, I'm not getting very good audio, Kyle. Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay. What do you think you can bring to the Red Wings, just as far as your style of play and such?
Yeah, I like to pride myself on a good first pass coming out of my zone and taking care of the puck and not turning it over and being really sound defensively. Just somebody that the team can rely on in critical situations to make good decisions and, you know, sorry, I got something on the screen. Just be a guy that can be accounted on and hopefully as I play more and more, the coaching staff gains trust in me and I can be given more and more opportunities and as well as hopefully bring a little bit of leadership into the dressing room. I know they have a lot of good veteran players there, but I'm hoping that I can bring some difference into the dressing room and make it fun and really get things going this year.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Ansar Khan with MLive.
Hi, Jon. Sounds like this deal came together pretty quickly. How much did Steve Yzerman, just talking to him, influence your decision, or just the lure of coming back to the Detroit area? And also, I assume you've talked to Jeff Blashill and of course, talked to Steve. What have they told you about your role?
I haven't had conversations with them about that yet, but as like I said, as a kid, as a pro hockey player, even I always told myself if the opportunity to play for the Red Wings ever came up, I would jump at it. And so to see them calling right away today was it was an honor and it was a really easy decision for me.
Our next question is from Ted Kaufman with the Detroit News.
Hey, Jon, welcome to Detroit. Hey, just coming to the Red Wings, I mean, they're in a rebuilding situation. How difficult from that standpoint is that going to be? I mean, are you comfortable with that situation?
I don't think anybody's extremely comfortable in that situation. We're competitors as professional athletes, and we want to win. So call it a rebuild the way it may look on paper, but I don't know all the players in the team yet, but the few that I do know, they're great competitors, and Luke Glendening and Danny DeKeyser and a couple of the guys that I do know. And I know everybody is most likely fed up with losing. So it's we're going to go out and be competitive and try and win every game. So to call it a rebuild, it is what it is, but I'm definitely excited about getting out there and helping this team get some wins.
Jon, I missed that first question a little bit. My connection was kind of crappy. How does it, I mean, any great memories growing up, like going to Joe Louis or playing for Little Caesars or even your time in Michigan? I mean, just all those, I mean, it must be a lot of memories, obviously.
Oh, yeah, it's endless. Like I said, going down to the Joe as a kid to play for Little Caesars, playing against Michigan State in the GLI every year at Michigan, and just so many memories about Joe Louis Arena. As a maybe 13-year-old, I was one of the flag bearers in the playoffs, come skating out of the tunnel and skating around with the flags. So tons of memories in a Red Wings jersey, and as a kid going to games, and it's just extremely exciting for me and my family.
And where'd you grow up, Brighton or Grand Blanc? I've heard both.
Grand Blanc. I lived in Grand Blanc until about 8th grade and then moved to Brighton in high school.
All right. And you said who are some of the guys on the team that you're pretty well, like you said, acquainted with or whatnot?
I went to college with Luke Glendening.
Okay.
And I know Danny DeKeyser a little bit.
Right.
He played with my older brother in Michigan youth hockey. So I know Danny a little bit, and that's about it.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
No, thank you.
Our next question is from Max Boltman with The Athletic.
Hey, John, just curious, have you talked to Luke yet today? And if so, what's your conversation been like?
Yeah, he was one of the first people to reach out and just say congratulations, and we're happy to have you on the squad, and just messaging a little bit about, you know, what they've been up to, and how many guys are around skating and training, and wondering when me and my family are looking to come out and get involved in all that.
In your last few years in Vegas, what are would you say, the main things you've learned about yourself as a player and about, you know, how as a team to win hockey games?
I think first and foremost, the biggest thing I learned from the first year in Vegas was just how much culture influences winning. I think we had a perfect recipe, if you want to say, that first season of grit, of, you know, all different types of guys, all different roles of players. And it all just stemmed down to our chemistry. We loved playing with each other. We respected each other. And so I think that was the biggest takeaway I had, is to win in the National Hockey League, you've got to have good players, of course, but it starts in the dressing room. It starts with that culture every day and establishing that. So I'm hopeful that I can hopefully bring some of the things I learned and transition that into the Red Wings dressing room.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Mike Stone with 97.1 The Ticket.
Yeah, John, two quick things. Did you have a favorite Red Wing playing growing up here? And the other question is, are you amazed at how popular the viral video of you coming home after the bubble has become?
Yeah, I was shocked. Yeah, my wife's a wizard on the social media. I stay off it, but so I don't even know what she's up to on there. And so she posted it, and I think she accidentally put it public, where she tried to put it with our friends. And then we woke up the next day and everyone was kind of messaging us about that. But yeah, it was a long time in that bubble. So it was definitely exciting to see those girls when they came home, and to see the reaction on their faces was priceless. And as far as a favorite Red Wing, it's an easy one for me, Nicholas Lidstrom.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next question is from Michael Caples of Michigan Hockey.
Hey, John, welcome back. I wanted to get your thoughts on your time with the NCDP and what that meant to your development as a hockey player.
Yeah, it was extremely instrumental in my development as a player and as a person. I think being, even though I was only a few miles down the road, you're still away from home in a sense. And, you know, the training regimen that they have there is something that I wasn't used to. So to try and get myself prepared to be a pro hockey player, a college hockey player, it was extremely crucial to go and spend those 2 years in Ann Arbor.
And likewise, moving down the street to Michigan, what was it like to play for Red Berenson and the Wolverines?
It was incredible. Memories I'll never forget, relationships with friends that will last hopefully my entire life. And it was a great experience. And I'm really excited to be back in Michigan and hopefully be able to get back on campus again, because I haven't been back too much. And just to be back around some familiar faces is nice.
Thanks, John.
Our next question is from Brad Galley with WXYZ.
John, I love the enthusiasm, man. It's nice to talk to somebody so positive in these times. When that call came today and you found out that the Red Wings were that interested and it came together so fast, was that the first time that you kind of realized that this was a real deal, or were there kind of rumblings that the Wings were going to be interested in you ahead of today?
Nothing really. I think me and my agent were very much so just going to wait until today and kind of see as things came. But like I said, they were the first team to call. So it was very easy for me to see them calling. And I think I mentioned earlier, I told myself if I ever had an opportunity to wear that jersey, I would jump on it. So it was a very easy decision for me, and it did happen pretty quickly.
What will it be like to put on the sweater, a real NHL sweater? We saw the photo of you in your younger days, but to put that on for the very first time.
I was joking with my wife. It feels like it's going to be my first game in the NHL. It feels like I just made it, you know, like this is going to be a whole different feeling, a different emotion that will kind of come through, I'm sure, just to step in that dressing room and be around the Red Wings organization.
Thanks a ton, man. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
All right, looks like that's all the questions we have for John.